Hi there, this is the Divine Miss Mickey. I thought I'd do this one, I'd do two in one night because there's a good chance I might be back late tomorrow night after going to a concert. And so I thought if I do two in a row, and then I can do one each night, and that way we keep the flow going. So again, if you like what I do and you're okay with it being whatever happens, then we're going to get along good. Please like, please share, please subscribe. It all helps, and I am very grateful for all that everyone's done so far. I am loving the comments. Please understand that I'm not on all day. I actually only get on the channel late at night here in Australia because there's other things I do. Long story. I'm full of stories. You'll get to know that. So I thought this is maybe, hopefully, a quickie. And I thought that one of the things that happens in life is about how the energy around us can affect us. It can be positively or negatively. So the best analogy I can give, one that I've used a long time, is imagine there are two rooms. Now one is full of happy, positive people. Everyone's laughing, everyone's full of love, everyone's hugging, everyone just feels so good. And then we come to the other room, and people are angry, depressed, sad, vengeful, negative. They cannot see anything beyond darkness and vile, and they don't know how to be loving. They often feel quite unloved themselves. So I think I've got a cat hair on my nose. But they just can't see the good in life. So we've got these two rooms. Which one would you prefer to be in? Happy? Sad? Joyous? Angry? Positive? Negative? Seems like a no-brainer to me. I would think that one there, that would be the best. The funny thing is, a lot of people actually choose the other one. They don't realize that they're choosing that. They don't even realize that there is a choice. And sometimes it's not by their own making. They've had things happen in their life where they've lost their feeling of hope. They've lost their way because of things that have happened. I've been there. I know what it's like. I've had some pretty dark times in my life. Very difficult times. I get it. There were times I chose that room too. But the thing is, you can choose that room. You can be in that room for a while. That's part of life, and that's being human. But you also have the choice to leave that room and go in the other one. Sometimes you can do it by yourself. Sometimes you need help. If you've been through a lot of trauma, something I understand very well, then sometimes you need help. And I'm very, very open about what I've been through because there's nothing to be ashamed of. We all go through some difficult times, some more than others. I like to think that I was really ambitious before I came down into this life, and I said, yeah, I'll take that challenge, I'll do that one. Yep, keep them coming. What was I thinking? Are you kidding? I had to give myself all that? Oh, that was a screech, wasn't it? But you know what? Gee, it taught me. It taught me so much. I've learnt so much. So, you know, that negative room does have a purpose, because we can go in there and we can see and we can look and we can make the choice to come out of it, do our healing, whether it be by ourselves, with help, and a lot of the time people do need help, and then we can go into the other room. It doesn't mean that you won't sometimes pop back there, because that's life and we have those times. Even grief can be in that room, but you can always come out. If just for anyone who is going through severe trauma, going through some pretty heavy stuff, never be afraid to seek help. Never. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. And a very, very effective way that I've been doing, and I'm still working on, is something called EMDR therapy. And it's an eye movement distraction reprogramming. It's something like that. I knew it off by heart, but I can't get it. Like, it's nearly 12:30 in the morning here, so the brain's not going to be totally that good. But this is the best time because there's no one mowing outside and you don't get the trains, and it's much still and it's cooler, so just won't have the brain working so good. I swear I've got an here. It must be from Leo. You can only see his tail here. Huh? You can only see his tail. I better not do that too much, he might grab me. He's a bit of a bully boy. But anyway, so I don't want this to be too long. But I wanted to get this out there that there's nothing wrong with having the tough times. There's nothing wrong with being in a dark place for a while, because sometimes we need to go there, we need to get there, we need to be there in order to change our lives, because where we're at is not working. That's one of the important things about that other room, is it can show you what you need to change. And that's a big thing. That's a really big thing. But it's always a choice. Now also there's about energy. Have you ever been to a party and you just did not feel comfortable? You've been around, you're around these people and it just doesn't feel good. Maybe that's saying you shouldn't be there. Then you go into a party, or you go into a group session or whatever, a community group, and you feel really good. You feel like you just fit in and you're getting on with everyone and having a laugh, and it's great. There's your rooms again. And if you choose to keep going back in to that energy, that room that does not feel good, and that can be in your relationships, in your friendships, in your workplace, it can be all, there's so many different places, so many different rooms that we choose to be in. Sometimes we don't have that much choice when it comes to work until we've got something better lined up. You've got to be a little bit smart, not just jump. Relatives, well, you do have a certain amount of choice, because if someone is really toxic in your life and really bringing you down, damaging your health, damaging your mental health. If you're going through that, you need to remove yourself from that. You need to feel that it's okay to put yourself first. You have to. I've been there. You have to. For the sake of yourself. You know, sometimes people, they love helping others. And that's a good thing. I love helping other people too. You know, I'd rather do something that puts a smile on someone's dial. It feels good. But if it comes down to the fact that it's actually damaging your health, you've got to learn to say no. You've got to learn to step back away. Maybe you're caring for someone and it's very toxic. Take time out. You might not, it might not be a position where you can just walk away, and that's okay, but take time out, because it's important to feed your mind, body and soul with things that are positive. If you're in a toxic relationship, if you can leave. If you're in domestic violence, find a way to leave. Believe you can leave. I know in some countries there's not a lot of support for women, but find a way. Don't become another statistic. That's been happening too much. And as someone who, I don't like to use the word survivor, but I am a survivor of domestic violence. And domestic violence comes in many ways, because it's not just physical, there's psychological, there's emotional, and there's financial. And a lot of people only think of domestic violence as physical. No, there are other forms. So this is what I'm talking about about energy, and how important it is to be in good energy as much as you can. Choose the happy room. It might take a lot of healing to get there. You might pop in, but suddenly fear brings you back. But then you can choose to come back again. Work through your healing. Acknowledge what needs to be healed. If you get triggered by something, I'm still getting triggered by things. If you're triggered by something, acknowledge the trigger, look at it, and go, yeah, okay, that's an area I need to work on. And then get to work. Find a way. Learn what you can. I know it sounds simple. I know. It's easy to sit back and say, yeah. Oh, do this, do that. When you're in the middle of it, it's hard. And sometimes you can't see that clearly. Be kind to yourself. Go, okay, one step at a time, one breath at a time. I take it. I know I can change it for the better. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do that. And gradually it gets bigger and bigger, and you're feeling better and better. And one of the most important things to learn, it took me a long time to learn this one, is boundaries. Setting boundaries. And boundaries come when you learn your value, your self-value, your self-worth. When you go, I deserve not to have that in my life. I deserve not to be treated that way. I deserve not to be spoken to that way. I deserve to be given the love. I deserve kindness. Talk about what you deserve as much as what you are not willing to accept in your life. Because you want the energy to be about, I deserve this. I deserve love. I deserve kindness. I deserve happiness. I deserve love. I deserve to have my dreams fulfilled. I deserve that. And guess what? You damn well do deserve it. So take it. And on that, I'm going to say, see you later. Take care. Look after yourself and be kind to yourself. Pamper yourself. It's a wonderful feeling. Even in a small way. Every little bit counts. Okay. See you later.